Hey guys, it's Melanie the Mystic back again with another reading for you. Welcome to my channel if you're new here and you like my readings and you get something from them. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also, for everyone that's been here, thank you for continuing to come back and receive the messages. I really appreciate everyone that's here and everyone that's subscribed and everyone that likes my videos. And I really honestly appreciate everyone that just watches my videos. I just want to help whoever needs it open up, grow, expand, raise your consciousness, raise your vibration, become the best version of yourself. And that's what these readings are mainly about, especially this reading, this kind of reading here. This is going to be a really deep soul reading, okay, guys? And man, I love the imagery on these cards. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I love those blues. This one too, I love that swirl. It's so pretty. They're so bright and colorful. So these first four cards that we're going to start with is this deck here called the Sacred Spirit. I highly suggest these cards. They're really amazing and they have really amazing messages in them for anyone that is interested in opening up further to the light within themselves, okay? And of course, connection to spirit, source, and all of that stuff, universe, all right? So, without further ado, why don't we hop right in? What I did was I also pulled from, finish telling you guys really quick, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, which are these cards here. And these three cards here are this Lantern Oracle. I've already done a reading, I think, with all of these, or some of these anyway. So I know you guys have seen them before, but I like to let you guys know what kind of cards I'm using in case you like to pull cards or you're interested in doing that. Also, I went ahead and pre-shuffled from 3 of my angel decks. And when I'm done running through explaining all these cards that are laying here, you got 2 angels from these cards. I pulled 4 from this other deck and 1 from this card deck. So we'll see what angels are there when I get through, and hopefully, since I pre-shuffled these, because it takes longer to discuss these oracle cards, okay, than it does tarot, I'm hoping to have time to be able to pull some tarot. I want to pull some heaven and earth tarot with this, and some from my psychic abilities oracle deck that I created, so that you guys can see what you should be really honing in on. Alrighty. All right, well, let's get into this. We're going to start up here with this first card. So first card out, guys, is number 24, which breaks down to a 6 in numerology, which 6 in this kind of reading is really having to do with you're meant to service humanity with your gifts and abilities, whatever that means to you. We all have different gifts, abilities, and talents that we are born with, and we're meant to wake up to those gifts, abilities, and talents at some point in our life, okay? So, the card says, light codes, travel awaits you. Sorry if that's blurry. This is also a beautiful card. I love these purples in here. Very pretty. So the first thing, well, let me just show you all four of these and then we'll get in. I'll tell you what I see and then we'll get into the book to get some more deeper messages too. So this one is number 36, which breaks down to a 9. And in numerology, 9 is in correspondence with the actual universe. The whole universe runs off of the number 9 or is based off of the number 9, however you want to say that. That's getting into some science realm of things, so you can Google and look further into the universe, all running off the number 9 or whatever, and all kinds of stuff will come up and you can further your knowledge there if you like. So anyhow, this card here is the third eye vision card. And you see how like this person's third eye like got blasted open, and this is like the power of their third eye just kind of like coming right out. You see that? And not only are they seeing outward through their third eye, but then the swirl, it's like it comes back to them because they're also receiving as well. And this says, reclaim your mind. Okay, then number 29, open intuition, and 29, 9, 10, 11 breaks down to an 11. 11 is one of the master numbers, 11, 22, 33. And those are the original master numbers. Later on, some people added in like 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99, but not all people into numerology agree with that. Some do, some don't. So the original master numbers is 11, 22, 33. Those three do not get broken down any further. They stay as they are. So this breaks down to an 11 and it stays that way. 11 is an extremely spiritual number, having to do with, like, if you're seeing 11 a lot, it means that you're a really spiritual being at a soul level, and you may have some inclinations about this, but you also may have no idea. Okay, and maybe if you're coming across this reading and you're like, what? Do I have third eye vision? Do I have really strong intuition? Yes, you do, and this reading may just be to trigger you to wake up to that now. Sometimes some of us, like myself, I was born with some really special gifts and abilities when it comes to being a psychic medium and an empath, which means I read energies. And sorry if you guys hear me breathing, my allergies and sinuses are in an uproar. Freaking weather, it's like freezing, and it was just like 90 the other day. So anyhow, before I go on, let's see, this card says seek clarification. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying, or what I was getting at, was when I was a child, I was not yet aware of my gifts and abilities. As a matter of fact, I was completely shut off from all of my gifts and abilities almost entirely. I could still read energies though, but I didn't understand that that's what I was doing. When I was walking in, like, say I was a 5-year-old kid, I walked into the room after a couple adults had an argument, and I knew that something was wrong. I could feel it. It made my stomach twist and turn and hurt. It made me feel uncomfortable. It made me want to leave the room. Okay, that's reading energies. And if someone around me was really sad, I felt their sadness, even as a small little child, not knowing anything about anything yet, okay? But my other gifts and abilities, like seeing ghosts and spirits and talking to ghosts and spirits and things like that, didn't open up for me until way later. I actually had to learn a lot of really, really dark lessons in order to teach me those levels of emotions and how to deal with them. And also, I had to prove to the universe that I was going to continuously keep operating from a place of love and light, even though I was betrayed, hurt, abused, all different kinds of things. I'm not a victim. I embrace all of those dark, negative experiences that I had and those people that I encountered that helped create those dark, negative experiences for me. Because without those karmic soulmates in my life, I wouldn't have been able to level up to where I am now, because I wouldn't have been able to learn those lessons that those karmic people provided for me. Okay. Now, granted, some of us, we get into a karmic situation and we accidentally overstay our welcome, so to speak, because we're only meant to be in those relationships for a short period of time. We're supposed to learn the lesson, work it through, release, and move forward onto the next lesson. But because of our humanness and our emotions, not all of us are able to just so quickly move on, you know? But anyway, I don't want to go too more into that. Just want to explain a little bit there for you guys. Excuse me. So, your fourth card from this deck is number 31, and in numerology that breaks down to a 4. And 4 is all about sturdy foundation and stability in your life and surrounding you, being a stable person, okay? And having a stable future set in place for yourself. And it's 11:44 on my alarm clock, so check out that angel number. But anyway, this is the Secret Temptation card. Also, more beautiful artistry there. It's gorgeous. I wish I could draw. And it says, being led astray. Okay. So I'm going to tell you my interpretation of these 4 cards, and then we'll get into the book. So basically, with the light codes and the third eye vision, what I'm getting is, and the open intuition is, you are somebody that's meant to have complete open intuition. You're meant to be able to see and know everything around you at all times. Whether or not you fully opened up to this yet, I'm not sure. It's going to be different for all of you, since I'm trying to read for a large group of people here. But some of you aren't quite open yet, but you're there and it's time to open up and you need triggered. Others of you are in the process of opening up, but you feel stuck and you're not sure where to go from here. And then even others of you are opened up, but you're just unsure of how to use it. Okay? And so whatever it is for you personally, you need to pray. Talk to your higher self, talk to God, talk to Jesus, talk to the angels, talk to Archangel Michael, talk to whoever you talk to. Your grandma, okay, your daddy. I talk to my dad. He's in the spirit realm and he is with me as one of my main guardians and guides. And he's like an angelic being now on the other side. And because we go through, and that's actually taking me to the light codes. We receive light codes in our life through many different things, and it explains a little more in the book, so we'll get you some details on that. But basically, throughout your life, you continuously are leveling up and raising your vibration. That's what you're here for. Every time you learn a lesson, you raise yourself up a little bit more with knowledge and wisdom, okay? And maturity even. And basically all throughout, light codes come in from our starseed family up above, from the angels, from God himself, from Jesus Christ, or whoever your ascended master is, okay? Ancestors send us light codes. And those light codes are just information having to do with your past lives. So it's things that you've already learned and grown from in previous lives. And the light codes are just sent to you through an energetic frequency from spirit to help you wake up to who you are at a soul level, and it will release the information that you already hold within you. So that way it opens it up to flow out and through you. And then it's like, oh my gosh, how do I know this? Or listen to all this stuff I'm just saying. Where's this coming from? This is sacred knowledge and wisdom that has been within you all along, but just needed to be awoken. Okay. So basically, spirit is just wanting you to know, period, that you're receiving light codes. You always have been. And it's all really making me focus on this part right here. And I feel like, because I'm so drawn to the third eye there, especially with the third eye card being next, your third eye is literally, like I said, being blasted open here. And I guess this is spirit's way of just letting you know, like, hey, this is happening. It's time to happen. Don't be afraid. Embrace the changes that you're going through and about to go through, because everything's going to change, but it's going to be for the better in the long run, okay? I'm just looking at, like, if I see anything else about the third eye vision. Reclaim your mind. That's making me feel like it's making me feel like you are going to be, like, taken on some kind of journey here for some of you, and for others of you, it's like you're falling down that rabbit hole of exploration of yourself on a much deeper level. And it's like spirit wants you to know that as your third eye becomes more and more open and you start to see and know more, it's going to be difficult in the beginning. Okay, it was for me too, but you wouldn't just be being opened like this for no reason. If you weren't ready, it wouldn't be happening. You see what I mean? So you're on the right path, moving towards where you're supposed to be, okay? It's like it's time now for you to reclaim your mind here. Take back the power over your own thoughts, okay? That's what I'm really getting, is like it's time now to take that control over your mind and your thoughts and the way that you think about things, the way you view things. It's time for all of that to change now and strengthen, okay? An open intuition, seek clarification. Wow, you guys, I'm telling you, man, all I'm drawn to in the image in this card is all the eyes everywhere. Do you see them all? It's all I can see is all these eyes. There's one here, there's 3 here, another 3, this large one here, and one on each of his hands, which the hands ones always reminds me of Pan's Labyrinth, if you've ever saw that movie. But anyway, wow, I can't, like, okay, thank you, Spirit. So what they're saying is, whoever I'm speaking to, your third eye being opened is going to be one of your main and strong gifts and abilities, is that you have the ability to see more than what meets the eye. And it's time now for you to open up to this fully and accept that this is something about you that's going to change. And it's time now for you to mold into this new person with this open intuition, open third eye, receiving these light codes and sacred information. Okay, because you're meant to be sharing this knowledge and wisdom and information with other people as well, just like I'm doing here. But you can find your own way of doing it. You don't have to read cards, but you can. There are many, many, many other ways to share knowledge with people. You could write a book. You know, you could become a teacher and teach a class. You know, whatever you want, whatever feels right to you and makes you excited is what you should be trying to do here, okay? So, secret temptation, I know why this is here. I don't even have to think twice about it. And it's being led astray is what it says. And what this is talking about is because you're leveling up, through this like huge transformation here where your open intuition is going to be just entirely wide open, and your third eye is just going to be entirely wide open, and you're going to see things differently, view things differently, perceive things differently. Everything is changing for you, but for the better. You're going to know so much wisdom and knowledge. And because that's a huge upgrade, Spirit has to come in and bring in those spiritual tests for you. And that's what this is. Someone or something is going to be placed in front of you, and it's meant to secretly tempt you to do something out of character. And as long as you do what's right for everyone involved, whatever that may be, then you will pass the test and be opened up the rest of the way here. Okay, so let's get in the book. And there's just little readings for each of these, and they're so informative. So, all right, so for the light codes card, it says, light codes are a language written in creation, energy patterns, colors, sacred geometry shapes, sound waves, light patterns, and universal frequencies are all forms of light codes. Working with light codes initiates deep transformation and transmutation, breaking old belief patterns and autocratic systems and paradigms. I can't say that right. Paradigms. Whatever. Light language is a universal form of communication. And yeah, it's basically what this is saying is, while human beings use speech and sign language and body language to communicate, other forms of life out in the universe use light and sound frequencies, light waves and sound frequencies to communicate, because there are beings out there like the angels and stuff. They're made up of light. They're light beings, literally. They're called that because they're made of light, because that's what we're here for. We keep coming back here and living over and over again so that we can eventually level up to being a being of light. Okay? So anyhow, back to this. It says, light codes are a human being's cosmic fingerprints. Light coding helps to bring change into the world. When individuals are aligned with their personal light codes, they can connect to higher realms and galactic origins, and they can also awaken others. Lighting up others enables them to fulfill their own life mission and their personal path. Connecting to higher states of consciousness can access the realm of light languages, discovering new symbols, incorporating tones and gestures through meditation are recommended to access your inner knowing, higher self, and personal connection to spirit. And, boy, they put and a lot. Celestial realms for insight, personal power, balance, and well being. Right now, you are on a mission, humanitarian efforts, becoming earth conscious, and choosing how you contribute to humanity and the planet is in focus now. A change in dietary habits are coming in. Incorporating a more meat free approach to your body will help. It will leave you feeling lighter and more proactive about your physical contribution. That's been happening to me lately too. I like crave vegetables and fruits, raw vegetables and fruits even, where I like just think of some broccoli and almost start drooling like it's cheesecake. And it's really crazy, but I'm telling you, I'm eating less and less meat now, and I love meat, but it sits so heavy in me and it makes me feel so crappy now. And when I eat the vegetables and the fruits and the stuff that's more healthy, I feel lighter and seriously more active. I can't even believe it. But yeah, because I'm always someone that if I didn't have a serving of meat with whatever I was eating, I didn't feel like I was eating anything. Now it's like completely switched on me. So yeah, it's a lot of weird things happen to you when your third eye opens. Like my hearing changed. Um, I have such sensitive hearing now. I love listening to really loud music, but I can't turn the music up as loud as I used to because it hurts my ears. um, I can hear like the smallest little noises in the other room that no one else can hear and things like that. Like it's stuff like that. All your senses heighten. Your vision, your hearing, your sense of smell, your sense of touch, everything heightens. And then you go through all these weird changes, like changing what you eat. And like, oh, I used to love steak, but now I can't stand it. Like stuff like that. It's really crazy, but it's also it goes with the territory, and as you go through these changes it feels right. Okay, so let's move on to the next card. Let me just make sure there's nothing else here. Oh, the shadow aspect to watch out on this card is be careful you don't become too headstrong or get a big head. Um, don't be too over imaginative and try not to be too opinionated. Um, be willing to hear other people's opinions and be willing to see and view things in different perspectives. Don't always have to be the person that's right, okay? Nice. It says the guardian angel Nanael. That's bizarre. Let me show you guys. Right here. Get into focus. Nanael. This our guardian angel is spiritual, helping you open up to spiritual communication and sacred knowledge. Affirmation: I awaken the dormant light within me. I am radiant. Yes. All right, so the next card, third eye, it's all the way in the back here of the book. And it says the third eye chakra is located along the brow line, which is right here where we were looking at this on this card. That's where the third eye is. It's your pineal gland inside your brain there, just on the inside of your head. And it says every individual has a third eye, but not all choose to open it. In ancient times and across different cultures, the third eye was an asset. The ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Hindus all viewed the third eye and pineal gland as the gateway to the heavens, expanding consciousness and also higher wisdom. Known in Sanskrit as Ajna, 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 I don't know if I said that right, probably not. Its meaning is command and perceiving. This multi dimensional door allows individuals glimpses into the different realms, as well as remote viewing, distant healing, visionary experiences, and energetic practices. Using third eye vision requires careful practice. Psychic debris, energetic distortions, and imbalanced frequencies can stick to your third eye chakra and to your aura and energy body as well. This can leave you with emotional disturbance, insomnia, nightmares, negative outlooks on life, mysterious physical aches, pains, or illnesses. So basically, because I'm all open like I am, I constantly get, I guess you call them psychic attacks, where people project negative thoughts and intentions towards me privately in their own minds, not realizing it's literally projecting at me, because everything we think, do, say, feel creates energy in the universe and gets sent out. And so basically, when your third eye is more open, you're more prone to receiving this from everyone, because you can feel it, hear it, you know, and all of that. So you just need to, sorry, every time I do a reading, start getting heartburn. But you just need to make sure that you are staying grounded. Getting grounded is whatever makes you feel good. If the only thing in the world that makes you feel amazing is watching TV in your pajamas while snacking, then that's what you need to do. That's your meditative practice, okay? It's different for everybody. Some people like to garden. Some people literally meditate. Some people listen to meditations. I meditate listening to the music that I like. You know, everybody's different. But as long as you perform some kind of self-care act for yourself when you're feeling energetically down or your energy is low, and it will ground you and make you feel so much better. Let's see, where did I leave off? Okay, currently you may be feeling forgetful, moody, and extremely sensitive to smells, lights, and tastes. Yes. Visual stimulation is overpowering. Now is the time to reclaim your mind, satisfy your needs first instead of people pleasing. Right now, feelings of vulnerability will rise to the surface. Fear of self exposure and judgment will influence your current relationships. Try to avoid crowds. I have to. Oof, man, when I go out just to the store to get a few things and come home, the whole rest of my day, my energy is just messed up. And once your third eye is open, when you go around other people, whether you know them or they're perfect strangers at a store, you pick up their energies and emotions, and they kind of like stick to you, and then you have to like go home and like wipe it all off, but through meditation and grounding and prayer. Okay, I'm getting used to it. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Let me just tell you that. um, this goes on to say, continually trying to protect yourself from harsh criticism and personal judgments will keep you in a defensive mindset and will influence your decision making. Intuitively, don't rush into a third eye experience. Take it slow and seek a suitable teacher to avoid any spiritual risks. If you're wishing to intensify or gain third eye visions more regularly, activate and decalcify your pineal gland through visualized meditations. Okay? Basically, what that's saying is, don't just like jump right in and go from not being opened up yet to trying to open up overnight. Okay, because I tried to do that few years back, and my spirit guides were like, no, 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 do not do that. You have to take time. It took me a few years to fully open up my third eye. Let's say about 3 years, because maybe 4, because you can't just go from not seeing things to seeing things. You get what I'm saying? You could like drive yourself mad. You could go crazy. You might not be able to handle it. That's why it's baby steps with these processes. So that way, as you move forward, you're being conditioned to even be able to handle it as well. You know what I mean? So the shadow aspect of this card is be careful of delusions. It just says fictitious, which I'm not sure. Like, I know fictitious is fake, but I feel like that's like a verb and there should be another word there, but they put a comma. So it says delusion, fictitious, studious, self-sacrificing. So don't be fake. Don't fall into any delusions around you being created by others. Don't play into that crap. Don't self-sacrifice yourself to people please. Take care of you first. Always you first. Now I understand if you have like a baby, you can't be like, oh, my 6-month-old baby, you can't eat right now because I have to get grounded. Of course, that's, absurd and ridiculous. But you guys know what I mean. Now, the Archangel Jeremiel is with this card, and he is with you trying to help you open up your third eye vision so that you can start having prophetic visions, okay? And that is to help others. Your affirmation is, I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye, okay? Now, open intuition is next. Okay. All right. So this one says, intuition is the inner voice of the soul. Opening our intuitive channels and trusting the messages that we receive can be challenging in the beginning. Not knowing how to interpret these vibes can lead to some confusion. For are you really listening, or is it just your imagination? Now that's the big problem a lot of people have with intuition, is they confuse their intuitive thoughts, messages, and answers that they receive as just mind chatter, them just thinking a bunch of nonsense and it not making sense. But if you take what's coming in a step further and go, you get like a weird thought that doesn't make any sense, okay? Because it's not for that moment, it's for later on coming up. So you want to jot that thought down, forget about it for a couple of days, and then go back and read it, and it will make a lot more sense, okay? That is a really great activity that you can do with yourself to help start the process of opening your third eye up and your intuition more and more as time goes by. There are little things that you can do. It's like working with flashcards to learn math when you're a kid. There's just these little things that you just do with yourself every day, and it helps you to open up further. And so one thing that I did to open up to be able to talk to my dad and other spirits that surround me and my spiritual team is I just started, and I can't see them, I do see ghosts and spirits all the time. I also see objects, which is bizarre, and animals and weird creatures that doesn't live on this planet, but they appear and disappear very quickly. Okay, they leave a lasting imprint in my third eye where I can sit and still look at what I just saw, but it only appears in front of me for just a moment. And that's something I'm building on opening up further, because I would like to be able to see an actual passed on human spirit in front of me and talk to them like some of the other psychics can do. That's something that I'm, supposed to open up to. Maybe you're supposed to open up to that. Maybe you're just supposed to be able to see all of the knowledge. There's different reasons for why our third eye does open, and there's different ways to use it as well, okay? Let's see. Is there anything else here I want to read, Spirit? Yeah, basically, it's talking about how we're all born intuitive and we just downplay it. And you need to think back to all the times that you felt something and then you were right. You knew something and then you were right because that was your intuition in action. Yeah, and then it's talking about how it will seem really daunting at first opening up to all of this, but you just have to start by trusting in yourself and that you actually have these abilities. Meditate, visualize, connect with your spirit guides and your angels and your ancestors. Ask them to help you. Ask them to show you what it is you need to do. Yeah, and then there are a lot of physical ailments that go along with this. I experience many of them. It's a pain in the butt, but it'll be worth it in the long run. But it's different things like headaches, migraines, a lot of sinus issues. Yeah, for sure. I have that's all they put in here, but I also have some nights I have insomnia and I can't sleep at all. Other nights I sleep for like 13 hours straight and still don't feel rested. What was the other thing I was thinking of? Muscle aches and pains, joint pains. And there was one other one that I really wanted to. What was it? I hate when I forget. Wait, let me look in the book at what I was looking at. Maybe it'll help me remember. Crap, headaches, migraines, or sinus complaints. And then I was going to say, well, if it comes to me, I'll tell you, but I can't remember now. Anyhow, the shadow aspect of this card is to watch out for disorder around you, being manipulative or letting people manipulate you, and misunderstanding things, misinterpretation of things, okay? And the archangel for this card is Ratziel. And this angel is helping you open up to mystical knowledge and strengthening your sensory abilities. Your affirmation: I am an open channel for my soul to seek its guidance. Yes. All right. Wow, this has taken me almost 45 minutes just to go through these 4 cards. So it looks like I don't know how far we're going to get. I deleted a bunch of stuff out of my storage before starting this video in case it was really long because, cell phones, they want to overheat and stuff. But anyhow, Secret Temptation, last card, okay? It says, temptations can be everywhere dependent upon your vices, and unfortunately, there will always be a temptation to the human psyche. We can learn from these vices as they teach us about our emotional triggers prior to our actions. Self-mastery is the key. Risk-taking should be avoided now, with careful consideration of any planning of events, career changes, and/or major decisions. A lack of willpower may influence your impulses. Be strict with your budgets as financial blowouts could be significant now. Right now, the truth is yet to be revealed. Be cautious in lending any goods you wish to have returned, as deception is around every corner. Be mindful of any agreements or contracts at this time and seek professional advice where appropriate. If you are in a relationship, you may feel that it is at risk of a third-party influence. Addictions such as gambling, drugs, sex, alcoholism, and even food are indicated through this card. Yeah, basically this is just, it's being tempted by devilish behaviors that will lead you down the wrong path, okay? And this is just naming off a bunch, not saying that you're going through all of those things, but just those are some of the things that can lead you astray and tempt you to go do negative things in retaliation or for whatever reason here. Okay, so just remember, spiritual test so that you can level up further. Don't fail the test by being tempted by whatever it is. Okay, and then the shadow aspect is lack of impulse control, addictions, and deception. And Archangel Zachariel is helping you with major change, releasing destructive tendencies, and self-sabotaging. Affirmation: I continue to make positive choices. I feel my emotional, I free my emotional burden. I was going to say feel, that's weird. It wasn't right. Okay, so now into these ancestor cards here. I'm just going to look up the little meanings, but what I'm getting from the Sky Father card for you guys, it says trust in the unknown. And basically what I'm getting from this is I feel like this is God here, and then this is an eagle, which is talking about seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay, and it's great that it came out with all this third eye stuff, because basically when your third eye opens, you then become able to see everything from a higher perspective, a higher viewpoint. Okay, and you just have to trust in the unknown here. Okay, trust in the unknown, trust in God, trust in your ancestors, the angels, whoever you feel is around you. Trust in those spirits and the protection that they grant you, and that they would not lead you down the wrong path here. Okay, you're somebody that's extremely enlightened, so you have a very it's 12:19 on my clock, so that might be an angel number for somebody, but that's also my daddy's birthday, and he is definitely one of my angels. Love you, Daddy. But basically, God wants you to take some kind of leap of faith here. You need to take a leap of faith into this, opening yourself up and doing all of this for yourself, because it's time to move forward now, okay? And then the Oracle card is out here, and it says, wait for important information. So basically, you're some kind of oracle here, okay? And if you don't know this, I'm here to tell you, you're some kind of oracle, and you need to wake up to that. You have this amazing energy within you, and it's meant to be shared with others. You have sacred knowledge, open intuition. Your third eye is getting blasted open. You're going to see things from an eagle's higher perspective here and have a complete new understanding of things like never before. And you just need to trust in the source of all creation, Father God, that he is pushing you towards this because it's your destiny, okay? And I love it because, the eagle card did come out, and it does say seeing from a higher perspective here. And so, of course, I already, talked about that, and that goes with this card. That's just extra double verification for you that it is meant for you to open your third eye, and it is meant for you to see things from a higher perspective. I'm not even going to use the book for these. I don't need it. But I will for these three because these are deep. So then you got the air guardian, shift your perception. So there are air guardians, water guardians, fire guardians, and earth guardians of the universe, okay? And there are different ones in different areas. There are also more than one universe. There are universes inside of universes inside of universes, things like that. I think that there's universes inside. All the black holes, I feel, are a porthole or a way to teleport into other universes, but we don't have the kind of technology that we could actually go through a black hole without being like obliviated, you know. But maybe one day, maybe we're not meant to as humans. I don't know. But this air guardian for our sector here of the universe is with you, okay? And she's depicted here as a woman, but I don't really call these higher ranking spirits man or woman, because they're not. But this air guardian is with you, and they're trying to help you shift your perception of things. Do you see the theme here? Seeing from a higher perspective, shifting your perception of things. Yeah, your whole world's about to change with your third eye opening, but because it's meant for you, you're going to like these changes. Okay, and then you got Traveler, move in a new direction. I feel like you got this card because you're an astral traveler. I also feel like you're a soul jumper or a timeline jumper. That means that you are someone that not only goes to the astral realm when you go to sleep, very frequently, if not all the time, because you're doing a lot of work there from within your spirit form while your physical body is resting at home or wherever. Also, being a timeline or soul jumper, you are someone that when you go into the astral realm, you timeline jump into other universes, other frequencies, other realms of existence. And it's almost like it's like you travel ahead and backwards into past lives and upcoming lives, and you learn spiritual lessons through really tough spiritual tests by traveling to those realms and living out those lessons, but you're doing it like in the astral realm through your sleep at night. And just to get a little bit deeper on that for you, I'm someone that does that, and the reason why I think is because it's easier to do the darker, harder lessons, because in one of them, I got killed. And in real life, we can't have that. But in the astral realm, it's, you know, you're going to wake up still from it, is basically what I'm getting at. So, all right. So that's amazing. You guys, whoever I'm talking to, whoever this is resonating for, you are really someone of interest here, and it's time now for you to know this and for you to treat yourself as such, and, you know, start opening up further here. So from the Lantern Oracle, you got card number 43, which breaks down, these cards aren't numbered, but this breaks down to a 7, which is extremely spiritual. You got card 40 and card 9. So 9 is the universe, again, more universal energy backing you up in this reading. Also another 4, that's 2 4s now. 44 is Archangel presence. So this one says inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Okay, and then we got inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. And lastly, responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Okay? So, do I look those up by the number on there? I always forget. Yes. Okay, so it says the more we tune into our inner light or spirit self, the more we live out our outer life through it. The more transparent we become, the more our inner life is reflected back to us through the intimate connections we enjoy with others and our surroundings. Without a healthy and solid sense of self communicating within your spirit self, there is only ever smoke and mirrors. To relate to others from this facade or false self is to forge false connections rather than deep, close ones. Deep and lasting relationships become possible once we have established such a relationship with our own self. So, this is talking about you can't love others properly and spread love and light properly if you don't properly love yourself. So, you need to integrate your self care and self love and make it a really important part of your life and daily practices, like daily practices that we all do. We all sleep, we all eat, we all use the bathroom. These are daily practices because there are things that we repeatedly do day after day, every single day. So you need to start self-caring and loving yourself every day somehow, some way. It's extremely important here for your growth. All right, so next card, 40. Okay, throughout our lives, we go through many phases and versions of ourselves. We explore different roles, experiences, and different company. At each stage of human development, we are mostly physiologically and psychologically tuned to the archetypal I can't say that word. Archetypal. I think you guys know what I mean. Lordy, lordy. There's certain words I can't pronounce. I don't know why. I wish I did, but I don't. It says, to the archetypal consciousness of either the maiden, the mother, the guardian, or the crone, which is all these women on here. It's the maiden, the mother, the guardian, and the crone. And it's different stages of life because these women are at different age brackets, okay? So basically, this is learning to embrace the different stages of your life, the different cycles that you are going to go through, cycles you've already been through. Embrace the changes, okay? Let them build you up and make you stronger is what this message here is, okay? And then number 9, responding, not reacting. And just to let you guys know, this reading is for me too, 100%. I'm excited to share this because I know that this will be for others as well. And this is a really awesome reading. This is really deep. All right, so it says, children cannot control their emotions. Developmentally, their capacity is limited to reflexive reaction until the energy is physically released, as the maiden to the left illustrates. So that's this person. She's releasing, okay? This is why the mother guardian crone or male guardian equivalent is crucial to a child's first 8 years of life. Interesting that they just mentioned the mother guardian, maiden, mother guardian, and crone when we just had that card. So there's something really significant for you guys having to do with your cycle changes and you going from one phase of your life to another. There's some huge significance there. You need to take notice of it, note it, pay attention to it, learn from it, grow from it. Share your experience so that others can learn and grow as well. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the message for this card. And then also, too, it says for the maiden's message, remain in your self-control and therefore integrity as you assert yourself with respect and consideration to all parties involved. If a person or circumstance cannot or will not meet you halfway, empower yourself by walking away. As you leave, feel your emotions and empathize with yourself. Let any uncomfortable emotion be acknowledged and energetically release it in a safe space through your preferred form. Take what is to be learnt from the uncomfortable experience and use it to assist you in going forward positively. Yes. And then the other thing I was getting to was responding, not reacting. When you're about to level up to this kind of level and be open like this, one of the spiritual tests that the universe is going to have to put you through is they're going to put you in some situations where you could get angry, violent, and just blow your lid and get crazy. But you need to respond and not react. Reacting is showing anger, violence, breaking something, hitting someone. That's reacting. Responding is, facing the situation for what it is, speaking what you feel rationally and calmly, and then exiting the situation, okay? All right, so I had to pause really quick, and I paused it at 1 hour and 5 seconds. So a 1 and a 5 with a bunch of zeros in between was telling me for you guys that you have this new beginning that excuse me, is going to be affiliated with you opening up here, more of your third eye and seeing more and perceiving things from a higher perspective, and having a more open intuition. That's going to usher in some kind of new beginning or experience, or maybe a career or something for you. And that 5 was telling me that whatever all this is creating a huge change and shift in your life, but it's all very positive. So you should be really excited here for what's to come. So let's see what angels you guys got. Okay, I'll just set them here and we'll draw them off. So your first one out is from the Archangel Fire Oracle. And you got number 22, which is funny because you got 11 in this reading and 22. And that is 2 master numbers, 11 and 22. So you might be seeing angel number 1122. If so, check further into that. Or you could be seeing just 11 by itself and 22 by itself, okay? But this is Azrael. And she's like predicted as like this water guardian of like the ocean. I love it. With the whale Shamu behind her. I was an 80s kid, so Shamu is a fond memory for me. Anyhow, let's see what she's out here for. 22. Okay, emotional expression. Look at that. So you are naturally intuitive. I can't make this up. You guys, you are naturally intuitive and deeply sensitive. Acknowledge and trust your emotions as they can act as a powerful compass. That's why this water guardian is depicted in this card, because water is emotions and emotions is water energy, and you are some kind of empath or empathic being, or you could be an HSP, a highly sensitive person, meaning you really are fueled by emotions. Happy, positive emotions fuel you up and make you feel amazing, but then lower vibrational emotions like hate, anger, fear, anxiety really drag you down. So you have to watch and keep that balance there, and that's what these 2s are talking about. 2s are all about balance, and you need to end relationships. You need to have balance in all of your relationships and in everything you do. so that you're still grounded and feeling up to par, okay? Yeah. All right. So these guys, there is no book for this deck, so whatever's on them is on them. So let's see who we got here. We got leadership. You're meant to be some kind of leader, okay? And it says Archangel Gabriel. Oh, I love Gabriel. He's one of the originals. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Metatron. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. You're supposed to be guiding people with some kind of spiritual knowledge or wisdom. You're supposed to be sharing. Also, you could, maybe something you're meant to do is you're supposed to share with others how you healed yourself, how you released your emotional traumas and betrayals and different things that you experience in your life, because we all experience those things at some point in time. You know, we all lose a loved one to death. We all get betrayed by somebody we thought loved us. You know, like, these are just things that happen, and it's just part of the spectrum of the way the universe works. There's got to be dark with light, negative with positive, bad with good, okay? Ooh, Archangel Chamiel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Peace. You're going to have so much peace come into your life when you step into your leadership role, because it is your destiny, it's your fate, it's your purpose, it's meant for you. And once you step fully into this, you're going to feel amazing. Look at this. It's also going to bring prosperity in for you. Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So God is asking that you take some kind of leap of faith here and switch jobs or careers, or switch your focus onto waking up further and sharing your knowledge and wisdom with others to help them wake up further. Okay? And you will be taken care of. Don't think things like, oh, if I quit my job, well, for instance, myself, I had a job making $20 an hour, and I quit that job to learn and study tarot and become a tarot reader, and that was 5 years ago, and here I am, you know. I'm a tarot reader now. I've learned how to read the cards. I've opened up my third eye. I opened up my intuition. I tapped into my senses. I tapped into my spirit guides. I learned how to communicate, you know. And for me, my catalyst really was my dad dying. And when that happened 6 years ago, it woke me up to want to wake up to who I really was. You know, and different things like that happen to us that force us into some kind of spiritual awakening, okay? All right, and then look at this. Whatever you do, you're going to be victorious, okay? Archangel Sandalphon is also with you. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Okay, Sandalphon is also a very old original archangel as well. Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're wishing for, wanting for, hoping for, the angels hear you, and they're working on helping make these things a reality for you, but they're asking that you please have faith. Okay, please have faith in them and God and your spiritual team and your ancestors, and also, more importantly, have faith in yourself. Okay, because that will help fuel all of this for you. All right. You also got the Angel of Freedom. I am always free to choose love, independence, and creativity. And then you got I love it. Archangel Raphael. Yes, you got Gabriel and Raphael in this reading. That's amazing. These are two extremely strong archangels on your side. It says, I am strengthened and healed by the power of divine love. So, your divine being, just like all of the angels and your spirit guides, but you're in this human physical form trying to learn how to be that divine being again. And the angels are basically, Raphael is saying he's here to help strengthen you up, because you've been healed by your own divine love along with the angels and God that's been assisting you in your healing. But it's strengthened you up to a point where you're ready to open up. You're ready for this next level. Don't let fear and anxiety hold you back, okay? So something's telling me to go ahead and pull these up really quick. The Angel of Freedom. Oh, really? Well, there's Raphael. Oh, yeah. It's basically talking about how Raphael is nicknamed the Divine Healer, or God heals. So anything left within you emotionally that you feel still needs some healing or attention, you call upon Archangel Raphael to help lovingly heal you wherever you still need to be healed, okay? And then this Angel of Freedom, I feel like, is talking about you are someone that chooses love when dealing with people and situations, and that is something that is a really special gift of yours, because not many people are able to do that. There's a lot of violent, angry people out there, a lot of hateful people, a lot of jealous, envious people, okay? And you are someone that has so much love within you that you just kind of radiate that love out of you to others, and people around you notice this and they love that about you. It's a really great quality that you possess, okay? So the angels are acknowledging that about you. Oh, we're at 111 in almost 11 seconds. So this is getting really long. So won't pull tarot, but I will pull some psychic abilities from my personal deck that I created, and we'll see what abilities of your spirit is asking that you hone in on right now. So the first one's already out there. What else, Spirit? Want to give them a couple? Oh, well, that's a lot. This was sticking out. Create a sacred space for yourself. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is why Archangel Raphael is here. Okay. This is the archangel that works with all of us on all of our healing and emotional damage that we go through. And right now you're going through a huge soul repair, and you have a whole team of angels and guides and ancestors that are specifically working together to repair your soul. Because it is time now for all and any emotional damage that you've been through to be completely released, so that you can move and level up here in this transformation effortlessly, and you'll be like light as air because you won't have these burdens anymore, okay? And so then all of these fell out, so let's do it. All right, ask Archangel Melchizedek to help you ascend so that you can help others ascend in the great shift. So you're going through a huge awakening, ascension, leveling up, and it's because you're supposed to help wake up other people so that they can wake up as well. Look at this. I already told you guys in the beginning, you're a timeline or a soul jumper. You jump timelines through the astral realm to live out experiences, life lessons, and spiritual tests. Okay, that is all to level you up to a higher frequency as well. You can channel. Okay, this means that you have clairaudience, you hear spirits, it comes into your mind as thoughts. You need to start separating your thoughts from what's coming in that you're channeling from spirits. Sit down with yourself in a quiet space and be alone so that there's no distractions. And practice this with yourself. Whoever it is you feel you're communicating with, talk to them. Ask them specific things. Ask them things you know the answer to so that you can try this out and get used to this ability that you have. You're a healer. So you naturally heal yourself with the help of the angels, especially Raphael. But healers are meant to heal themselves in front of others so that we show others how to do it by simply doing it ourselves and showing them the way. Okay, you need to make an altar for magical practices, meditation stuff, burning your candles, burning your sage, different things like that. And for me personally, I have 2 altars, and each altar is, one altar is for one set of grandparents, and the other altar I have the other set of grandparents on because they are like, really, grandparents are high-ranking spirits, okay? I'm just going to say that. But I'm very connected to my ancestors in the spirit realm. And just to tell you guys, your ancestors freaking love the crap out of you, and they want you to succeed. So they are always trying to help you. You should love them, acknowledge them, and thank them all the time for being with you. You have clairalience. You can smell spirits. That means that, like, say there's a demon in the room. You'll smell it. It stinks. Say your grandma comes to visit you that passed on, and she used to make these amazing peanut butter cookies, and all of a sudden you can smell her peanut butter cookies. That's her way of letting you know she's there. Your soul has secrets and wants you to be curious and seek them out. Yeah, I mean, that says it all, right? You're an empathic starseed that's also a healer. And look at, you got healer. So you are definitely a healer, an empath, a starseed. You have the potential to be something really great. And starseeds are here to be leaders. We are here to lead others and show them the way. You are beginning a new cycle. Yeah, that's what this whole reading is about. You leveling up into a new cycle. Look at Sandalphon's come out twice for you. Definitely acknowledge Archangel Sandalphon for everything he is doing for you. Tell him thank you and that you love him. And ask him to help you surrender all of your requests and your worries to Spirit, opening up for positive changes. Yeah, you went through a huge ego death, and it's still going on, but it's pretty much like to the point where there's only a little bit of ego left in you that you have to overcome. And that has to do with these spiritual tests and these temptations that Spirit's going to send your way to make sure that your ego is more or less existent, okay, than it being there really prominently. All right, and then look at this. You have a metamorphosis ability. You have extreme power to change into anything you want in this life. This means that you are an amazing manifester. And just like I went from knowing nothing about reading tarot and all of this stuff to over a few years' time of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of physical actions, studying, getting out there, taking classes, practicing on friends and family, doing everything I needed to. I opened myself up and I literally morphed into the person that I am now through manifestation. You have this ability. You can also do this. You can be anything you want. Okay. Now, let's pull a couple angel numbers and then we'll end this. Oh, yeah, your channeling abilities, bottom of the deck. You tap into the Akashic Records regularly. That's where, when you channel information, it's all coming from the Akashic Records through other spirits and whatnot. All right, so angel numbers, spirits, what angel numbers you want to put out with this reading? Okay. Should I take that? Okay. Well, that makes sense too. Number one, new beginnings, new ideas, new projects. Yeah, you're starting a new cycle. There's going to be all kinds of new going on in this cycle for you. And like I said, it might be time to get a new career. It might be time to get a new hobby that could lead to more. But definitely you're going to have a lot of new ideas coming in. So be jotting those things down and remembering them, because it's all for your future and building your foundation of the healer that you're meant to be. Look at this. You got number 12. Which breaks down to a 3, which 3 has to do with manifestation. Again, you're an amazing manifester. You're being initiated into a new beginning where you're going to be an extremely independent person and a leader. It is time to balance things out the way they are meant to be balanced and make the proper choices for yourself moving forward. You're building from the ground up here. So this is you taking a leap of faith to build this new beginning for yourself. Okay, Spirit, one more. All right. Oh, nice. You got 8, abundance, self-discipline, prosperity, infinite energy. This is, you got prosperity twice. So you have a lot of abundance coming in many forms. Okay, abundance is not just money and material things. It's also love, relationships, friendships. Abundance is also having the freedom to care for yourself, having time in the day to self-care and do things that you enjoy. Freedom and different things like that is also abundance. So yeah, this was a really great reading, you guys. I hope that whoever's meant to see this finds this. This is some really great information to help trigger and wake up all of you that are on the same mission I'm on. And I'm just here to spread love and light and share my healing experiences so that others can follow in my footsteps and heal their own self as well. I think that we're all healers in a way, somehow, some way. And we're all born to be much more than we think that we are. All right, guys? Well, I'm always sending love, light, and healing to all of you. I love you all with all of my heart. I hope you enjoy this reading and get what you need from it. Take what you need and leave the rest behind. This is a large group reading, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.